This is a very weird and very different video to make, but I think I am going to die alone and never have a wife. That's not for a reason of like, I literally can't talk to a girl or I'm scared to talk to a girl. That's exactly the issue, actually, is I've tried too many times. Like, literally every time I talk to a girl, it always just seems like it has to end some reason. And every single time, I feel like that reason comes back to me. Whether it's something I said wrong, something I did wrong, I don't know. But most recently, I was talking to this girl I really, really liked. And honestly, I didn't even know if I wanted to go out with her at first. I didn't even know if she was gonna be like as pretty as she seemed in her pictures, or if she was how she said on her profile. We met on Hinge, I'll admit it, whatever. But I decided to do it anyway, and I literally think that was one of the best decisions of my life. Like, that girl was so pretty. As soon as I saw her walking over, I knew that something was gonna be different with her. And also, we were scheduled to meet at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. And she showed up like 15 minutes late. I literally thought I was getting stood up and I was going to leave and be over with it and just be like, okay, whatever. First time it's happened to me. But I didn't. I texted her, hey, I'm here. And she texted me back a little bit later, like 5 minutes later, like, hey, I'm so sorry, I'm running late. I'll be there soon. So we went out, and as soon as she walked into the cafe we were meeting at, it was like I just knew. I had this feeling inside me that something was different with her. And that entire date was seriously the best date I've ever been on in my entire life. I've been on, I don't know, I would say probably first dates, I've probably been on like six first dates, I'd say. As for dates all around, I've been on probably over 15 between all six girls. And with her, it was so different. Like, everything felt, I don't want to say right, but everything felt like natural. She got her coffee, and I don't drink coffee, so we just sat there and talked for a bit. And we were there for a Bible study date. And the thing is, I didn't know how to do a Bible study date, just like she kind of brought it up, and I was like, hey, I'm down. I don't know how to do a Bible study date. So we sat there, we just kind of talked, and as we kept going, we tried to like do our Bible study, whatever. We both didn't know what we were doing. So I said to her, hey, do you want to go someplace quieter? Because it was pretty loud in there, you know? And she said, yeah, of course. And then she gets up, we start walking down the street, and we go over to a hardware store because she wanted to go in the hardware store to shop for her dad. And I was like, okay, I can help. You know, that's fine. We go in there. I end up buying a collar for my puppy, and then we go out and go back to my car. I give her my Versace sunglasses, and right there, as soon as she said she'd accept them and put them on, I knew that I really liked this girl, and it was bad, and I knew it was scary. So then I kind of just walked with her down the street for a little bit, and we came to a block that had a cat cafe. And if you guys don't know what a cat cafe is, I don't blame you. It's literally a cafe, but there's cats inside the place, and there's no coffee. It's just a place where you can walk in and pet cats for free, basically. It's not even free though. It was $12 to pet the cats, which was ridiculous. But I paid the $12, whatever. I was just glad to be with her. And it was great. We had such a good time. And about 30 minutes passed. Like, four cats got adopted when we were there. So, like, a bunch of the cats are now gone. And I straight up asked her, I said, you ready to go? And she looked at me. And the way she smiled and said yes, I don't think I'll ever get it out of my brain. Like, the way she did that was so genuine. And right there, I knew, like, right there, I knew we were good. Like, I can stop my worries. So I did that. And we go down a little bit more, and we go to a park that she wanted to go to. That was the worst park ever. But as we were walking over, like I felt our hands kind of hitting when we walked, and I didn't know if I should reach down and like grab her hand and hold her hand if it was too much. I didn't. But when we got to the park, we sat on this bench, this like swing set bench, and once we sat down, like 5 seconds in, I said like one thing, and she just put her head on my shoulder, but immediately she picked up her head. And I put my arm around her, and I said, "It's okay to put your head there, by the way." She's like, "Okay, good." And that was like the purest form of physical touch I've ever had with someone before. I really was so in shock and so in the moment, nothing else mattered to me. So we sat there for a bit longer, and then we go back to my car because we weren't really doing anything there. And she was like, or no, she brought up ice cream, and then we went back to my car. And that's where we headed. We went to go get ice cream. We got our ice cream, whatever, we talked, and there was never a dull moment in the conversation. It was truly amazing. I've never had that before. There was never a dull moment, and it was great. And I was listening, she was talking. I loved it. We got our ice cream though, and as we were there, I caught her staring at me. And when I caught her staring at me, I said to her, "Do you want to kiss me?" And she said yes. I mean, like, if you guys saw this girl, like, you would not, I promise if you saw this girl, you would not be saying no to kissing her. So we kissed, and I've had my fair share of kisses. I've never felt a kiss like that before. That was something I will never get out of my head. It was amazing and so special to me. But this all goes to say that, like, she left me. Not after that. We went out again after that, but if you guys want the longer story, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to talk about it because I need to get it off my chest. But eventually, the week after that, she left me. And it was only last week for me, and when she did, I was terrible. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. My friend was with me at the time when she sent the text, and I said, "Hey, I need you to come with me." So he came with me, and I, it was like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't accept it, and it's still kind of hard for me to accept that she left me. And the thing is, I've been left before, and I understand that. Girls leave sometimes, it's whatever. But this time, I really, really never saw it coming. I called her the day it happened to ask her what's going on, like, when we're meeting up again. Everything was fine. Her voice was fine. I was happy. All was good in the world. I literally said that to my mom. All is good in the world. And it just, as soon as it was good, 2 hours later, it was bad again. I just cried. There was nothing else I could do. I literally just cried. There was nothing I could do except for cry. I was just stun-locked, starstruck, whatever you want to call it. I couldn't believe that she said that. She said she couldn't do it, said she was too busy, and I don't deserve that. And I've never been desperate to try to get someone to stay. I normally just say, "Hey, I respect that." But this time I told her, Hey, I understand. I understand everything. I understand what you're saying. Yet still, still, even though I understood what she was saying and I completely respected it, I, I asked her to stay and she didn't. She said it was too much for her and I didn't deserve it. And that was it. That was the end of it. But I think I'm gonna be alone the rest of my life because that was everything I've ever wanted. That was the purest time I've ever had with anyone. And I, I just don't think I'll ever find that again. And I'm terrified I won't ever find that again. So I just think I'm supposed to be alone some reason. Do I want to be? Absolutely not, but I just think that's how it is. And unfortunately, that's the truth of it. At least in my eyes, for now. I don't think I'm meant to be with anyone, and that hurts. It's a very hard truth to accept, and part of me doesn't even want to accept it. I don't I don't know if I can accept it, because still every time I see an attractive girl, I just think, wow, she's beautiful. But nonetheless, here I am, making this video. Anyway, I'm gonna get up to the surface here. Thanks for listening. If you guys relate in the comments, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if you guys do relate. I understand your pain and I'm here for you. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.